Still surging, and the governor is now responding. News 2's Nikki McGee is at the WKRN.com alert desk with some new information. Nikki.
Well, Erica, Governor Lee just announced he'll extend our state of emergency due to the virus all the way through summer to August 29th. The order, which was supposed to expire tomorrow, calls for limiting social gatherings of 50 people or less. Now, there are some exceptions here for things like weddings and church services. Bars must also still only serve customers that are seated at tables spaced apart. To-go order alcohol will also be continued. The order encourages employers to continue to allow staff to work from home whenever possible as well. The governor also signed 2 other executive orders to go along with this, allowing government meetings to take place virtually, along with remote document notarizing. Those will all go into place through August 29th as well. Eric.
Nikki, thank you. We took another shot today, folks. The emergency extension comes after another huge jump in cases across the state. More than 2,000 new coronavirus cases reported in Tennessee since Saturday, bringing the total now to more than 42,000 cases. The state releasing 2 days' worth of data today. They don't usually do that, but results were not released yesterday because of an issue with the system. The state also reporting 8 additional deaths for a total of 592. More than 750,000 tests have now been taken. Almost 27,000 people have recovered. All right, country artists Chase Rice and Chris Jansen.
They're telling their own people to stay away from the volunteer states and those other hotspots. News 2's Alex Dennis joining us with the details. Alex.
Well, Erica, I spoke to sources of mine in New York City who confirmed it appears Tennessee travelers heading to the Northeast will soon be placed on a mandatory quarantine order. Here's more information about this. Currently, governors from New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut have mandated travelers from places with high infection rates must isolate for 14 days upon arrival. The order revealed last week applies to Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, and Utah. Now, my source explained that New York's Governor Andrew Cuomo is now reviewing 8 additional states with high infection rates, and that means the New York State Department of Health will most likely add Tennessee to the mandatory quarantine list. That's going to be coming up this week as well, Eric.
All right, Alex, thank you. Folks, it was one of the few sporting events we had to look forward to in Nashville, but now it's canceled. Emily Proud is here to explain why NASCAR has decided to pull out of Music City this summer. Emily?
Yeah, sorry to tell you, but there will be no burnouts on Broadway this year. The NASCAR Champions Week and Cup Series awards will not take place in Nashville in 2020. NASCAR's statement reads, quote, with the uncertainty surrounding the coronavirus and the impact on the industry, this year's NASCAR Championships Week and NASCAR Cup Series awards originally scheduled to take place in Nashville will not occur. The 2020 NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Xfinity Series, and NASCAR Gander RV and Outdoor Truck Series champions will be celebrated at the end of the year with more details to come. We look forward to returning to Nashville in 2021. After a big success in the Music City last December, NASCAR said if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and plan to do it all again in 2020. The car is displayed down by the river, the star-studded award show at the Music City Center, and the infamous You're Watching It Burnout on Broadway made for a successful week celebrating the sport of NASCAR. Now, as was mentioned in the statement, Nashville will play host in 2021. So if you're looking forward to attending this year's event, you'll have another shot next year. Erica.
Thank you. So good to have you back, by the way. Welcome back. Nashvillians are now required to wear masks anytime you go out. But is everyone playing by those rules? News 2's Julia Palazzo spoke to people this morning on both sides.
Masks and facial coverings have officially gone from a recommendation to a requirement in Nashville and Davidson County. The Metro Board of Health made that decision in an emergency meeting Friday evening. Health leaders say that there are some exceptions to the rule. If you can maintain 6 feet apart outside, if you're participating in an outdoor activity, or in a place of worship, just to name a few. The order has received praise and pushback. One man we spoke with this morning was in favor of the ruling, and while on a walk with friends, they tallied how many people they saw wearing one. Others are against the order and think it will be difficult to enforce.
I've counted 35 without and only 4 with. Yes, ma'am.
What's your reaction to that?
I think they should probably have it on. You know, I mean, this stuff is getting worse and worse by the day. You know, I mean, we're getting astronomical numbers.
Difficult to in a place like this? Totally. I mean, this is Nashville. You see Nashville when it's a busy Saturday night. I mean, you're shoulder to shoulder. It's like being at a live concert on the street. Just going to get from here to there. So, I mean, I'd be surprised if cops are going to stand right here and jerk everybody out of line that doesn't have one.
Anyone in violation of the order could be cited with a Class C misdemeanor, but that will not go into effect until after July 3rd. Reporting in Nashville, Julia Palazzo, News 2.
And to read more about the order and its exceptions, head to our website, WKRN.com. Eric?
All right, a growing call from the political right to wear masks. That's right. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, one of the highest-ranking Republicans, to speak out, encouraging now everyone to wear a mask until a vaccine is approved.
Until we find a vaccine, these are really important. This is not as complicated as a ventilator. And this is a way to indicate that you want to protect others.
Tennessee's Lamar Alexander, senator, of course, he also said that millions who admire President Trump would follow his lead if the president wore a mask when appropriate. He says it would be a sign of strength.
They have a daunting task on their hands.
In 10 years of doing this, it was really, really sad situation.
Taking care of more than 700 animals involved in a rescue operation. That's later on News 2. Their plea for help.
And tough news here for parents and students.